may mapagkakataon na yung masasakit nating karanasan ay siya palang magiging daan upang ating makamtan ang ninanais nating kaginhawaan.
Maraming nagaganap na pagbabago sa ating mundo at marami ring nagaganap na pagbabago sa ating pagkatao. Sa bawat yugto ng ating buhay, ating alamin ang ating kalakasan, maging ang ating kahinaan. Let us think, let us learn, and let us connect. Only here at TLC.
May mga bagay na lubos na magpapahina sa atin. Pero lagi mong iisipin, bakit mo sinimulan ang isang bagay? Iisipin natin ang mga bagay na ito sa mga panahong nanghihina tayo. Mahalaga rin na patuloy tayo nag-aaral habang umiinog ang ating buhay. At ang pagkonekta sa mga dati at mga bagong kaibigan ay lubos na makakatulong para tayo ay magpatuloy na positibo sa ating buhay.
Pandemic brings a lot of changes in our lives. Here in TLC, we continue to think, learn, and connect for a better future.
Magtiwala ka lang. Remember this, my friend. God's got you, and we're here for you. Let's think as one, let's learn together, and let's connect with each other. Only here at TLC.
Sa TLC, we think, learn, and connect. Because we inspire people, we empower nation.
The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Good evening, Cubs Alex. Good evening, Cubs Jerry, and sa lahat ng mga viewers ng ating Monday edition of Hearts That Listen, HR Stewards.
Yes, good evening also, Coach Soy, Coach Jerry. Again, we are very much fortunate to share this evening our wonderful topic, no?
Yes.
Workplace
Jerry.
challenge. Are we ready for the new normal?
Yes.
Hey, are you ready?
Cubs Jerry.
Yeah, good evening, people of listeners and viewers from Siquijor, Negros Oriental, Cebu, Bohol, and Dumaguete.
Yes.
To the cable channel that we are
Channel
partnering
51.
Yeah, DY. I forgot the
DYWC, Teleradio.
Yes, so we are one in this challenge of the category or level 1.
Yes,
So we
today.
will be,
Effective tomorrow, Cubs,
engaging.
no? Effective ba tomorrow? Alert level
Yes.
1.
Yes, from March 1 to March 15.
15. Okay,
Yeah.
so very timely ang sinelect ni Cubs Alex na topic. Today is February 28, so we'd like to invite you, to share with us. Share the link and share kasi mayroon kami mga questions mamaya and gusto namin na makita ano yung mga insight ninyo regarding dito sa workplace challenge. Favor ba kayo na mag-alert level 1 na tayo? Okay? Or anong gusto nyong alert level? No? Na ano natin, i-take ninyo during March 1 to 15 muna. So share with us, share your opinions and basahin namin and we will try also to share our insights. Go Cubs Alex.
Yes, so yesterday, so there was an announcement made by Malacanang, no, to the IATF through Secretary uh, Carlo Nograles, no, na stating there in the changes of alert levels, no, in the entire Philippines. And I saw some areas or places now changing to alert level 1. And in fact, in Davao City, in Mindanao, there are certain areas which are under alert level 1, such as Davao City, Cagayan de Oro City, Camiguin. And there's another one, no? Zamboanga City, I think. And in
Okay.
Visayas also, there are areas that belong to the alert level 1. And ito yung pinaka sentro ng ating team ngayon, no? Because there are mixed reactions, no? Even in my own company, from where I am working, where I belong. So there are those who are happy, but there are those also are not confident that we should now go back to 100% venue capacity. And that is now
Mm-hmm.
the cause or the subject of controversy because we know for a fact that election is already in our midst. And you can see very well that during the campaign activities, I cannot see that people are sensitive towards protocol, health protocol. And as if the election before the pandemic and the current activities shown during the campaign have no difference at all.
Yeah.
And also, some of the medical experts are apprehensive enough that in by after the election there will be a surge, another round of surge of cases.
Wow.
Kaya nga, yun ang pinaka-sentro natin, no? Whether or not are we worthy to be under alert level 1 or what we call the new normal. Because
Yes.
alert level 1 is uh, considered as the new normal. Aren't we
Yes.
in that level na?
Okay. Comes
I think
Jerry,
those
what's your
first go to
insight?
Caps Jerry.
Yeah, for me, the way I look at the situation, I have been in the street since yesterday, today. So I should say that it's level 1, but the traffic is level 4,
For
and the levels of motivation among industries are quite varied. No? Some are quite excited for recovering the SMEs, MSMEs.
yep.
Some are quite excited to attract more and without regard anymore on the basic things on or safety protocols. And it's quite understandable because level 1 proclamation is a sort of excuse. So to companies na medyo congested na people, medyo populous community. So it's quite different ang mga reactions. But
Mm-hmm.
for one thing, it's highly motivational for almost all of the looking at the reactions of the common population, the majority. Everybody is in a hurry because of the economic condition that is very much attractive to most, no?
Yeah.
So kaya iba-ibang perspectives ngayon na salo-salo na.
Yeah. Kasi para bang binabrand kasi natin that this is the road to recovery, right? 'Di ba? Kaya pag ito na nag-open na yung nag-open na yung negosyo, level 1, everybody is na excited, no? The motivation is very high to really go back to the new normal. But yun na nga, may kinikwento si Cubs Alex kanina, no, about their company. Cubs, ano mga mga na-transpire dito sa ano natin, no? Alert level 1, but ano na ba to? Is this really ano na? Lahat ba? Nag-ano na? Nagpa-follow ba or may discretion pa rin ang company kung ano yung level na gusto nila?
Yeah. So actually, first and foremost, of course, most people are very happy for said development that there are already companies that are under alert level 1. However, if you totally examine the guidelines stated in the IETF, so uh, you cannot really say that the guidelines are or should be followed in toto, no? Because if you're confident enough that these guidelines will have a clear, concrete, and sure effect to the people on the side of health and safety, then there should be no provision for, there should be no choices, no? Because just like in the guidelines for alert level 1, it is said kasi na uh, all establishments can go into 100%
100%.
venue capacity. And for workplaces also, so you can report 100% also. However, doon ako na medyo nag-alanganin because there's still a reservation that says it is left upon the discretion of the companies if they still implement the flexible work arrangement. So meaning, if you're not sure, if you're not sure that the 100% venue capacity is okay, so you're still allowed to go back to flexible work arrangement. So
You
meaning,
meaning skeletal cabs?
yes, skeletal, work from home, those are types of flexible work arrangements. Kaso lang, yun ang sabi ko, siguro the government, maybe this is my own personal interpretation, maybe the government is trying to say na you still have the option if you're not yet confident, no? That is why I call some friends. I am trying to get their insights also. Yes, they are happy, but the pandemic still around. It is a huge, there is a huge difference when you say that cases are already down in contrast to cases, there are no more cases around,
Yep.
or meaning pandemic is totally done or finished. So yun nga, that's the reason na there's a big reaction na sige, we are happy for that development, but since pandemic is still there, the cases are still around, we have still uh, incidents in some areas, so it means that we are not yet through with the pandemic. So that's the issue now. Now looking around, you look around everywhere. So it seems that people are already happy in this current situation, no? Like the malls, like the market, department store. So people are already there, even in the presence of their children.
Yes. Okay, Coach Jerry?
Yeah. For me, I look at two challenges here. One is the degree of communication because there could be several guidance issue, no, that must be implemented
Mm-hmm.
along this kind of proclamation or categorization into level 1. Second, from communication, the maturity, the staff maturity. So the followership level of rank and file, because it does not speak of non-wearing anymore of mask and some other basic protocol.
Mhm.
So it demands higher, same or much stewardship to make people follow the new normal. So the
Mhm.
communication, ma-overwhelm kasi tayo sa commercialism behind these things na
Yeah.
mga
Yes.
pagluwag.
Yeah.
Baka ma-outweigh yung safety communication to the extent na nagiging challenging siya on the part of the organization. Kasi pag wala yung maturity sa safety consciousness na nagiging kusang loob sana or self kusang ano yan, self discipline, yun ang challenge eh. So the communication and the maturity side. So paano yan i-balance ngayon? Andyan pa rin kasi yung degree, yung danger side, hindi pa man eliminated, na categorize lang based on hospital number of incidents.
Mhm.
Yes, I agree with you, Cubs, Jerry, no, sa yung sinabi. Kasi this afternoon also, I talked to one, I think he's an executive of another company. And he told me that, Alex, I suppose that this is not yet the right time to be fully happy and to be confident, because what happened in December, the last quarter of last year,
Mhm.
when the alert level 2 was declared. So people are were doing an all-night shopping, no? So people gather in so many places. Then what happened in January? And again, no, he cited again the election activities that are happening right now, and he also agreed that maybe he he would find some contentment or maybe confidence after the election, because whenever there are major activities or holidays, so people tend to forget from where we are coming.
Yeah.
So madali nating malimutan, no? So yun nga, this is the reason why in January we had surge of cases, because yun nga, yung issue ng complacency, parang madali tayong makalimot, no? And we
Mhm.
are really in a hurry to go back in the new normal, in which we fail to acknowledge that, well, hey guys, pandemic is still with us. So we cannot totally say na, yes, kalimutan na lahat ng mga health protocol kasi ito na tayo. So parang it's the end of pandemic. And how I wish, yun ang, to me personally, yun ang inantay ko. Na the government, the World Health Organization, the DOH, LGUs will be in one unison to declare that there are no more cases whatsoever. And by that time siguro, that would be a complete joy
Mhm.
and overwhelming confidence that now we will be going back to normal.
Mhm. Yeah. Before tayo mag-continue mga Cubs, no? Jel, meron ba tayong mga messages dyan? Baka nag-ask kami kanina. Ay, si Coach Loretta. Good evening, HR Stewards. No? Good evening, Coach Loretta. Okay, so I think, no? So yeah, i-continue natin. So ang tanong ko dito, no, Cubs Alex and Cubs Jerry, no, may ni-mention kasi ni Cubs Jerry kanina yung yung communication, right? 'Di ba? O dapat ma-communicate talaga, no? Doon sa mga doon sa mga rank and file backups, are you referring? Cubs
Yes.
Jerry, no? Clearly yung what are the expectation natin dito? Kasi tama 'yun Kasi minsan talaga ako rin personally, observing Cubs Jerry, parang mayroon siya tayong nakalimutan. Di ba? Kanina mga tao medyo parang
Yes.
yung mga mask nakababa na, di ba? Yung mga lalagyan ng mga alcohol, wala lang laman.
Excited. Lahat excited.
Excited talaga tayo, no? So, ano kaya, Cubs Jerry, ano kayong mga communication na kailangan dapat gawin ng isang steward? No?
For me, the issue on we heard so much about this, the actions speaks louder than words. Now, whose action? So, kung nakikita sa top level na wala nang kampante na si boss, so baka gayahin. It will reflect
Tama.
down the line. At sa top level naman, so kailangan na may sabi ni Cubs A, na mag-issue talaga ang management ng posisyon niya. Ano ba? O level 1 o ano na ba? So parang may TikTok diyan, ano daw. So
Okay.
kailangan may version talaga kaya nga sinasabi at the discretion of management. So kailangan may version si management. Ano ba talaga? O kung level 1 o ano na? Because kung wala, baka kakainin ng lahat, kakainin ng anong oso.
Yeah. Before tayo mag-continue, batiin ko muna si Sandy, no? Hi, Sandy, watching, at saka si Coach Senas, no? Sabi niya, hi, Daddy. Ingat ka dyan, anak. Okay? Sige, so, for me, need pa rin to be watchful, sabi ni Coach Loretta. No, wag nating kalimutan yung discipline nga na palagi nating sinasabi. The discipline to really, go out, wearing mask, washing hands, and syempre, no, yung natin, no, yung immunity, no, build our immunity. Kasi yung talaga yung kailangan natin ngayon. Okay? Sige, si Cubs Alex parang na-challenge siya sa connectivity.
Kumbaga, kailan ka ba magja-jogging? Yung wala, yung good pa yung kondisyon mo, yung mga laboratory results. So, ngayon na nagbaba yung risk, the more tayo na dapat mag-exercise, the more tayo na dapat naging health conscious. Kasi para wala ng chance na yung immunity. Okay, kasi hindi pwedeng relax si virus. Relax na din tayo.
Tama.
Dapat kaya nga may dito tayo ngayon kasi nung una hirap man, 'di ba, kung nandoon yung risk, hindi ka man makatudo. So ngayon itudo natin yung strengthening.
Tama.
Strike while the enemy is sleeping. Ito war pa rin yan, di ba? Sinasabi niya, na? So,
tama ka, Jerry.
If the enemy is sleeping, at the more tayo na naghahanwas, hindi naman yan. The more tayo na medyo, wag mo na, baka ang tagay-tagay natin yan, mga blue boys. So, ito ngayon yung medyo nagkakaroon na sana ng discipline across.
Yes. Tama.
So,
yung mga Cubs, yung sinasabi natin, no, we were talking kanina, no, yung best practices dapat i-capture na natin, just like yun na nga, binabalik natin yan, hand washing, no, wearing the mask, di ba?
Ano yan sa Boy Scout? Laging handa.
Laging handa. Huwag nating kalimutan, ang para sa akin, no, whatever be the alert level, nandyan palagi yan eh. Nandyan palagi yan.
Kung level 1, tulog si virus,
Kasi yung mask kasi, Cubs, pag nagli-level dito, level 1, level 3, pag level 1 rin, bumababa rin eh.
At saka yung shot, kung pwede, sa basketball marami. Hindi.
Okay.
Little lang sa baso.
Basahin natin yung message ni Coach Bong, no? Sabi niya, so many of us shifted to working from home to minimize traveling on public transport and gathering in groups at the office. Zoom meetings even became our new normal. Tama, di ba?
Yan ang sinabi ko, Cubs.
Yeah.
I agree, Coach Bong, no?
Oo,
Ah,
pero may agreement 'yan sa Cavs Alex, no, dapat sa management, no? Na
yes.
oo.
So, actually, it varies from one company to another. Although, yun, if you are to consider also on the side of the associate level, yung mga trabahante natin, ang mangyari kasi, so most of them, they would really be going to the 100% capacity kasi minsan, nagka-issue din yung skeletal na work arrangement, no? So minsan sabi naman ng yung ibang mga managers na so better na we go back para to erase that issue on the fairness, sabi nila, no? Ang nangyari kasi yung the management naman, so they are more on the safety side talaga. So walang management na they would go for they would set aside the safety issue.
Yeah.
Kasi if you allow our associates to decide, yung karamihan sa kanila, they would really go for the
Yes.
100% venue capacity.
So
So
parang nandiyan
it's
pa rin yung rated PG, parental guidance.
yes,
Nandiyan
yes.
pa rin yung mga
Then
parents, yung mga
uh,
stewards.
yeah,
Yeah.
I subscribe also to the comment of Cubs Jerry kanina, no, na it's a matter of communication, no. Kasi yung role ng communication kasi so belongs to the supervisors, to the management. Kaya in most cases, critical yon.
Yep.
Kasi kung hindi malinaw yung communication, ano yung mga limits, magkakagulo yung nasa baba, no?
Yeah.
Yung mga associate.
Si
Kaya
Sir Gani,
minsan,
oh. Oh.
Kaya nga,
minsan,
iba yung topic ni Cavs Alex ng last Saturday. Ng ano
yes,
tayo, meron tayong training.
yeah.
Diba? So, effective
Yung communication
communication.
talaga is very critical. It's very critical talaga. No? Hindi naman na siniset aside natin yung mga views ng ating mga associate. It just that the role of communication and the role to establishing order talaga, discipline, so belong to the management. Then minsan when we
Yes.
promote some values, it's not limited also to the management. It is also an invitation to our associates, no?
Mm-mm.
Our
Cavs sa
associates
level
na,
1 ba, yung social distancing wala na?
yun ang sinabi ng guideline doon, no, na kasi may tanong doon, parang Q&A na format na what will happen to the distancing when you promote 100% venue capacity. So
Yes.
yun na, ang sagot naman ng IETF is that it doesn't mean that we do not adhere to 100% distancing. However, yun na the face mask is the number one requirement talaga, which should be sustained. And then second to that is the ventilation. Kasi it is
Okay.
understood na talaga, ito yung ini-emphasize for the alert level 1, yung ventilation issue kasi andun na lahat bumabalik na. So, ang another thing na in-emphasize doon is yung, kasi akala nang hindi nagpapabaksin, so nakalusot na sila. The more that it is being required, strictly required, because andun na lahat. Then if ever yung iba hindi pa rin magpapabaksin, so this should be required for the negative RT-PCR result. Kasi nire-reiterate yung IETF guideline last year na if ever you do not want to be vaccinated, then you better submit a negative swab test result. So ganun pa
Yeah.
rin. So if I may enumerate, one is the face mask under alert level 1, second is yung vaccination at saka booster, and third is yung ventilation talaga. So those are the
Sige.
things that are highlighted under alert level
Yeah.
1.
Sige. Before we put an emphasis on the things Cavs Alex and Cavs Jerry, no? Kan muna tayo. Reminders muna from tech natin na embasahin ko mamaya yung message ni J. Rome.
Ano yan?
Come again, Caps. Come again, Caps.
Okay, hindi. Ako muna tayo. May message kasi kanya. Ba't pa muna tayo?
Okay, sige.
Advertisement muna.
David's Faith Insulin Plant Wine is made from insulin plant extract with infusion of healthy fruit sourced from certified organic farms such as Guyabano, Dragon Fruit, and Bignay. Powerful mixture now offers wonderful health benefits. The first all-natural insulin wine helps lower blood sugar. Insulin plant wine, organic, natural, ligtas at epektibong pampababa ng blood sugar. All-natural, FDA approved. Award-winning product. For your inquiries, orders, message Talk Life Channel's FB page. Call or text 0917-887-3227.
Halina't magkape at kausapin ng Panginoon everyday.
Okay, we're back now from outer space. Okay, so Jan, may message si Jel, may message kanina. Yan, si Jan. Sabi niya, ganda ng tanong niya ha, Jer and Cubs Alex. Good evening, coaches. Any ideas on new ways to engage people in the new normal?
Yes.
Sige. Ano?
Yeah.
Paano?
Well, first of all, we have the social media platform. No? Well, kasi tayo naman, we are focused on the workplace situations. So sa atin madali lang kasi we have naman the emails. So we have also the mobile phones issued by the company, and we have also some signages, no? Whenever we promote that we are already in the new normal and how to adhere those new guidelines, no, that are being emphasized by the IETF in this particular alert level. Then ang naisip ko rin naman is, of course, if you consider the other people and there's no other way to reach them out by way of social media talaga, no? You want to have a wide coverage. So I suggest it's all in the social media, particularly the Facebook. So actually, we can present, we can even copy paste those promoted by the IETF and even the DOH. Kasi ginagawa na nilang yung parang colorful, attractive yung presentation. Like it's not the word format ba na parang thumbstone na pagkalagay, and parang the way that you read it, parang you can easily understand. Even I do not want even I'm not a millennial but I really prefer those parang mga highlights format lang ba, kasi on the side of the Gen X and up Gen X and up, so they do not want that parang long written na mga ideas, no, mga information. So that's one. Then another, of course, through text messaging, no, then through messenger. Andun na lahat. But we should be artistic enough, innovative enough ng how to promote that, because even our government sector naman, they are already adaptive to the new way of informing and relaying some information.
Yeah, so hybrid, no?
Yes,
Blended.
it's hybrid.
Yeah, mayroon tayo. And ang mentor, pakinggan natin ang mentor.
Okay, so it's quite, again, that's another workplace challenge because as regards engagement, while those other companies na parang pinabalik na, okay, back to barracks. So may behavior na naki-create yung na used to work at home.
Yep.
So magki-create pa rin yan ng disengagement in a sense kasi hindi man natin alam anong habit na po-form niyan. Baka while looking at Zoom, hawak-hawak niya yung cellphone niya sa email o sa talpakan o ano-ano pa. Yung iba nasa manok. Ang daming mga behavior na nagiging habitual sa office at sa work from home na mga kategory. So another thing, ang issue kasi dito, how to make people na connected, feeling positive, appreciative of the work under this new normal. So ito na yon magkaalaman na ngayon. Because if the economy is open, so yung mga nagbabalak na mag-resign, makakakuha na ng idea, wow, nga it's high time na. Mag-transfer na ako. So yun, napakalaking issue yung how to engage people in the new normal because ang challenge dito, how to make your company more attractive than the other, more relaxing than the other. Kasi ngayon,
Yes.
papasok ang mga productivity issue kasi recovery. Baka ang tindi ng mga pressure na bibitawan ngayon ng mga managers. Tapos yung orientation side, baka yung mga onboarding demands baka mawawala at saka yung alam natin na millennial kailangan ng guidance, kailangan ng inspiration. Baka mawala na yung attractiveness ng team. So very challenging how in this new situation. The new situation level 1 kung lahat na nagiging passionate sa recovery at to the extent na inayawan na nga yung mamaya na yung protocol, mamaya na yung handwashing, puntahan na to. Pero kung hindi nagiging prepared yung attractiveness at saka yung pag-build uli ng spirit about sa organization na medyo positive, maraming mga indicators dyan. So, mga recognition, yung mga guidance, yung mga patapik-tapik. So, very highly important ngayon yung re-engaging these people back
Yes.
kasi ang turnover, kung napipigilan yan sa January kasi walang option at saka yung mga disgruntled, hindi na manage sa communication, hindi na detect yung mga, anyway, hindi yan kasi retrenchment nga ngayon kasi mahirap ang situation. Kung hindi napabayaan yung mga simple na mga issues, baka it's high time na mag-create na naman ng, sa US, ano yan sa US, Cubs? Yung migration, diba?
Yeah, great.
Great
Migration.
Oh,
Resignation.
great resignation. So, yun,
Tama, posible.
I'm worry on that sa mga companies na baka hindi napagbigyan yung to ano yan, parang i-concert uli ba? So,
Yeah.
yun ang nakikita ko. To engage people like the millennial ones, they love to belong, they love to be this. Baka masyadong nawawala yung konting flexible at saka communication dyan. Hirap yan kasi si Alisan yan. Attractive masyado ang barkada.
Yeah.
Collective masyado yan.
Ang question kasi ni John is about engagement, no? And tama yun, to align with you guys, no, mga Cubs. Yun, very important yan. That the company will be able to talaga, no? Targeted talaga. Pag millennials, ano yung approach natin ngayon sa kanila? Pag mga naman, baby boomers, di ba? Ano naman yung approach? Gen X na naman, dito ko nakikita, na
kasi
dapat
boring, baka boring na masyado yung organization. Dahil na.
Yes.
The same alcohol ang nakakaharap ko araw-araw. Wala na yung
Lagyan mo naman ng flavor.
yung amoy, malaki na lang, no? Yung amoy.
Alcohol na apple flavor.
Yun. May mga innovation.
Yeah, tama yun. So, kasi engagement na pinag-usapan eh.
Yeah, paano sila mag-feeling positive towards work at saka sa team? Kasi kung nawawala yun, kasi isolation ng uso eh. For 2 years, isolation ng uso.
Oh,
Ngayon
kaya nga,
ibalik mo in group, baka
mm.
isolation pa rin yung mindset. Napatay
Oo.
na, disengage
Kaya
na.
ngayon mga Cubs, di ba, ang daming nag-ano sa atin, nag-i-invite ng mga magkandak ng team building, right? Di ba? Kasi
Yes.
gusto nilang i-set kaagad yung mode eh. Na ano no, na this is a new team for the new normal, but no,
Set the
para naman
tone.
mayroong engagement naman.
Ano yan sa
Kasi
gitara, Cubs?
oo,
Angay,
oo.
angay, angay.
Angay, kasi kami rin no, gumagawa rin kami ng mga team building no, si ano, itong mga HR steward sa harapan ninyo. Ngayon, so, 'yun.
Yes.
Then,
Cubs Alex.
ganito kasi, I'd like to pick up yung comment ni Coach Bong kanina, no, na yung virtual meetings nila, nagiging new normal na. Kasi,
Cubs Alex,
yes.
pause mo na Cubs ha. Mayroon siyang bagong pakaisahin mo na lang.
Okay,
Mayroon siyang dinagdag na comment.
Okay. Sige.
Jel, pwede nating i-flash yung comment. Ayan. Sabi ni because we know that adjusting to change can be challenging, be it planned or unplanned. Gradual or sudden change is inevitable and very much part of being human. Okay?
Yes,
Sige.
agree.
Okay.
Agree on that, Coach Bong.
Sige, tuloy mo, Cubs Alex.
Okay, so yun na, no. Even they depict the virtual engagements as the new normal. Kasi this morning I talked to a parang baby boomer siya na belong. Kasi in their company kasi sinabi niya when we adhere to the alert level 2 na guidelines. So wala na silang cases. Wala na silang cases ha. Kasi yung alert level 2 nila is similar pa rin sa amin, no, na they have flexible work arrangement. Then if mag-meeting sila, pag maramihan na, they utilize Zoom meetings, parang ganon. Now, sabi niya, yung namangha din ako ba na, why would we shift to alert level 1 when our current guidelines are working in our company? Wala na kaming mga cases. Now, does it mean to say na papabalikin na naman lahat at 100% capacity? So, what is the assurance there that we cannot anymore have any case, COVID-19 case in that arrangement? So, hindi na ako nakasagot. Kung nga naman. So, yun nga. Kasi when you declare for a new normal, kasi yun na talaga ng parang nasa safe level ka. Now, if you consider yung current guidelines na pina-follow nyo, when everything works well, then why would we shift to that when there is no assurance? Yun din ang ibang mindset ng ibang company ba? Which to me, it sounds okay naman. No? Now, changes are very important. So, it's how you adapt changes. Ito yung pinaka-critical doon. Then, how you adapt to changes. Kaso lang, let us put some parang limit or assurance, parang risk management doon ba when you say to, sige, kailangan na natin babalik into 100%.
Yeah.
So, is that safe enough? No? Kung babalik ka 100%, na sa skeletal, wala nang kaso. So, another question naman, if we go back to 100%, talaga bang wala nang cases? Or are we done with pandemic? Yun na yung mga bagay na pag-iisipan din natin. So
kaya
maybe,
nga Cubs, kaya nga dito Cubs yung challenge nga dito sa workplace is really driving change eh.
Yes.
Kasi 'di ba, driving change kasi alert 1, alert 2, 'di ba? So as a steward, paano natin i-drive? Yun ang nakita ko dito yung challenge eh.
Kasi agree naman ako sa comment ni Cubs Jerry no, na siguro yung iba, lalo yung mga millennial, no, na naboboard na sila ba? So ganito pa rin, isolated. Kunti lang kami sa aming department. Hindi kami magpang-abot during the reporting to work. Ginawa na lang nila, sige. Mag-aabot, hindi nga kami mag-abot dito sa workplace, sa labas na lang.
Yeah.
Inuman
Posible.
As free as the wind blows, no? Born free.
Born free. Yeah. So
other than the challenge on yung balik 100%, marami pa ring ngayon, if we refer to the world event, medyo disturbing din yung yung mga updates in terms of Ukraine and Russia. So it encourages more talking and etc. So and more disturbance and yun, nakakakuha din yan ng disruption pa rin yan. So
Yes.
these are things na nag-contribute plus the politics, plus the debates na andyan, plus the TikToks and all others.
Yeah.
So, napakaraming disruption, napakaraming behavior online na paano 'yan, kasi nagke-create din 'yan ng mga habit forming activities na kung napunta na tayo ngayon sa work setting na physical, na andiyan lahat, that's another challenge because the orientation side of the mind of people in terms of focus, in terms
Yeah.
of getting things done na medyo with
Mm-mm.
quality and
Mm-mm.
attention to details.
Mm-mm.
So, very challenging talaga ang workplace. These
Yeah.
are things na mararamdaman
Kailangan
talaga 'to.
kailangang i-reset na naman, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Reset na naman tayo nito.
Kasi
Di ba?
we are talking of
Refresh.
2 years
Oo.
kondisyon na medyo sabog.
Mm-mm. So, yeah.
So
Comes
actually,
Alex.
yun nga, no, lilitaw talaga yung in a workplace kasi. So it's a meaningful and colorful.
Yes.
Kasi kanina nga lang, no, kaninang umaga. So kasi ang effectivity nito tomorrow pa naman. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
before I am finishing my memorandum for the Philippine Division, sabi ko, makikinig muna ako. Yun talaga, iba-iba talaga. Merong,
Yeah.
sir, we'll go na. So ito na ang tamang panahon. Yung mga millennial. Yung mga conservative din. No, let's wait. Because there's still a big event that will trigger increase of cases. They are referring to the election. Yung iba naman, well, para naman mabago kasi masyado nang parang they see it as parang parang isolated na talaga sila. They define it a lonely arrangement. Lonely working arrangement.
Yeah.
So I did. Nakikinig lang ako. Anyway, just wait for the final memorandum, no? Whatever will be the final.
Hindi kaya mapiperceive, Cubs Alex, na KJ kayo? Killjoy. Kasi level 1 na nga eh. Bakit yung si Cubs Alex talaga?
Alex, meron naman sabi niya, sir,
KJ
balik
yan.
na naman tayo sa mga activities natin. Yung employee engagement activities natin. Kasi just wait, we will observe. Then I'm still listening for some others. Sabi ko sa kanila. So anyway, it's true na you will be perceived as parang killjoy. But yun nga, ang the priority concern talaga of the management is not being joyful but being safe talaga.
Yeah.
Ayun na, no? Whenever I ask them, so are you already confident? Yun ang kasing triggering question ko sa kanila. Yung mga nakausap ko kahapon, this morning at this afternoon. So, are you really confident that we will be going back to the 100%
yung mga
capacity? Yeah.
Ang mga schools quite reluctant.
Wala talagang magsabi,
yan.
Cubs Jerry, na yes.
Yun
Kasi
nga.
sabi nila, this is just parang siguro slight improvement. Kasi there is still the presence of the virus, sabi nila, sir.
Kaya nga sabi ko, parang kaya kanina bang nagsinasabi ni Cubs Alex yung, sige, killjoy nga ako, pero ang mission ko kasi is to kill the virus.
Yeah.
Yun kasi yung mga...
to kill the joy, but to kill the
virus. Oo, di ba? Kaya okay na magiging killjoy, di ba? Singin ko dyan.
Basta safe naman, no?
Basta safe lang tayo.
Kasi, totoo naman, no, na in the past February, for this month, wala na talaga kaming cases. No, we are more than 4,000 in our company, and I am really happy, no, and grateful to God na with the current arrangement talaga walang cases.
Great.
Then, how would you convince me na to go back to 100% capacity when you are currently enjoying 0 case? Meaning, mapa-improve pa ba namin when we go back to when everybody reports na? Can we still sustain that 100% or no more cases na?
So,
Yeah.
That's the
classic example na yung HR is nasa balancing act talaga.
yes,
Kasi
yes.
kung lahat tayo excited, baka yun, that's the
Yeah.
prone to accident, prone to whatever, overexposure.
So actually, this is not something new to me, no? Personally, because last December, there were several calls from various areas ng aming company na, Sir, let's have party na because we're on alert level 2 na. So,
Oh.
let's hire band, ganito ganyan, let's have disco. No, no, no. No. Itong alert level 2 natin, first time natin ito mangyayari sa atin. No? Then, we cannot say that we can completely go back to the better alert level like the new normal or alert level 1. Sabi ko, yeah, it's true. Kaya nga, hindi ako pumayag. The management did not permit na ganito pa rin na yung usual na Christmas parties namin. And true naman enough, so again, even na hindi kami nagpayag, no, merong mga cases. At lumobo pagdating ng January.
Yep.
And how would you, can anybody convince me na ngayon wala na kami cases then when we will go back to 100% venue capacity, lahat na magre-report, no more flexible work arrangements, na magiging better yung condition namin? Ha?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yun yung sabi ko. Kung maybe what we are doing right now is the real new normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in fact, ang tingin ko nga dyan, no, ako, kapag sinabi kasing new normal, ako kasi, wala pa, I don't believe that meron ng new normal eh. Ang believe ko kasi is next normal pa. Next normal pa. Tapos mayroon namang next normal. I don't know ganyan yung ano ko eh. Mindset ko dito mga Cubs, di ba? Oo.
Para
Next
yung
normal.
ginawa ng government na the way I look at it na it's up to your discretion. Para lang ano lang yan para medyo may konting ano ba? Tempered lang.
Sige. Mayroong question dito mga Cubs, no? Sagutin ninyo ha, from Michael from Iloilo, si Dr. to, no? Lahat na lang nagmahal pero sweldo stayed as is. Kung ilan ito 5 to 10 years ago. Kaya mataas ang resignation. Overwork and underpaid. Anong pwedeng gawin po about it? Okay?
Yeah.
He's talking about the salary. No? Nag-alert level na lahat pero yung mga sweldo wala pa ring alert.
So actually, no, I acknowledge that issue because right from the start of 2022 and even at the end of 2021, there was already a promise na yung at least man lang yung minimum wage natin. Kasi last year wala for 2 years na. No, for 2 years na wala tayong wage increase because understandably yung economy naman natin is bumagsak.
Yeah.
Now, this year, kasi sinusubaybayan ko talaga ito. Kasi it's a big, huge cost issue sa company namin ito, no? So, and the finance also is always waiting for my go signal. So, whether or not it go, well, we will listen first to the DOLE, Department of Labor, DOLE issuances. So, yun na, no? Until this time, kaya nga nag-alboruto yung ibang mga union officials na bakit naman hindi natin pagbigyan? Hindi kami pagbigyan, no? Na the economy naman is moving to the better direction. Ito yun ang problema kasi the management side would always say, yeah, it's true, we are moving up, but it's not on a stable phase pa.
Okay.
Hindi pa daw stable. Kaya nga, how could we address your concern na yung business naman natin has not totally recovered pa. So yun nga, sabi dito, how to address this. Kasi this is not an easy concern. This is not an easy issue because it involves also some economic solutions that will trickle down to the lowest level, no? and even in the form of wage increases, and how do companies also so react to the pressures, economic pressures like the increases happening in the fuel, other commodities, especially in the
Sector.
sector, just like us, na natatamaan din.
Yeah.
Kaya, yun nga, ang sabi ko, to be practical about this. Minsan masabi ko sa sarili na, I think I'm still blessed, no? Even though that there's not much improvement in terms of the benefits, but so long as you have it right now, so it's a question of contentment. Totoo, especially when you have a family, I think you are left with no choice. Siguro for some millennial or some mga single dyan, of course, tayo lahat, di ba? Tayo lahat, dumaan tayo doon, no? Na, sige, I can still transfer, I can have all the choices, but when you have the family, sabihin mo, you are very much sigurista na. Sige, habang wala pa, then I must sacrifice, I must remain in this situation. So, yun lang talaga. But if you still have some option, why not? But at least man lang to have some sustenance, although at the minimum or the basic, well, that's good enough na. So, yun ang masabi ko, if you have the option. But as you could see around, talagang halos lahat naghihirap. Halos lahat naghihirap. Yun ang masasabi ko. How about you, Caps Jerry?
In my experience, ang yang observation naman very valid 'yan. Kasi ang kasi marami yung talking about turnover, resignation because like most of the employees na under me, yung mga staff namin offices, naa-attract sila sa hiring rate ng mga BPOs. Kasi Manila rate at saka higher rate yung entry pay nila. Saka
Entry
may
level.
mga SMEs
Bonuses pa.
kasi yung may mga SMEs kasi na nag-a-attract din na kasi may experience ka, may gano'n. Though not same industry, but talking about rate, ang millennial kasi, pera-pera lang pinag-usapan dito. So kung saan yung medyo favorable, do'n 'yun. So yung sa industry naman sa mga large corporation, in my case, I cannot also same with Cubs Alex that mahirap ang pinaka surefire diyan is antayin mo yung wage order kasi mandatory 'yon.
Yes.
Kung may mga organized company din na mga unionized, antayin mo yung wage order kasi baka mag-demand din yan sila later on. Dalawang triple yung atake sa pag-treatment sa increase. So yung iba innovative, dinadaan doon sa incentive type na approach na marami pa ring makukuha based on the tied up na incentive
Performance.
per unit, performance-based na mga incentives.
Yeah.
So mga modern approach sa salary management, sa compensation management. But on the overall, hirap mag-implement ng whatever increment sa pay plan or pay system kasi across 'yan. Ang nakikita kasi ng empleyado, yung dagdag sa minimum ko, whatever. Ang di nila alam na whatever increase in that basic, tatalab yan doon sa computation ng table sa mga benefits. Dalawa ang tama diyan sa employer side. So, yan ang mga dilemma. Gustuhin man natin, but the affordability side, yun, balancing act na naman.
Wow,
So,
sige.
that's
Ang
given.
dami
That's
pa na
given.
sanang pag-usapan kaya lang, no? Nag-9:31 na. Ang bilis ng oras, no? Ang bilis ng oras. And but no, with the short time, thank you very much, Cubs Alex and
Yes.
Cubs Jerry, no? Para maganda na mga insight ninyo, especially on how we can really prepare ourselves, especially that we are now in the new normal. Bukas na.
Yan. Ang daming challenges.
March 1 na, so magbubukas na ang alert level 1. So, at least, mayroon naman, at least naka-share tayo something na it's really the discretion of the company pa rin. to really to embrace this or to to choose ng mga steps to really emphasize safety and para sa mga tao. Okay, so I believe that Cubs Alex and Cubs Jerry, parting words lang quickly.
Okay, so challenges according to Coach Bong, that's part of the change that is present all the time. So again, we are also inspiring people like supervisory level and up na may role talaga tayo to explain, to communicate, and to make people kumakampante dito sa new normal.
Okay, thank you, Cubs Jerry. Cubs Alex.
Now, the question is whether that are we ready for the new normal, no? So actually, yun nga, the current guideline provides for the discretion of the company. So that means that there's still an avenue or there's still a reservation that, well, it depends upon us. It depends upon us.
Yeah.
Kaya it is incumbent upon the management for all companies na to assess further in your own experience. And because I would like to borrow the words from Coach Bong, maybe if right now you are enjoying a better situation where no more COVID-19 cases or even less lang, so maybe that's the call to the new normal. Now, let us just be sensitive. No, let us just be reflective. It's good to go back to normal, but maybe that normal that we are thinking may not be the new normal, or in the words of Coach Sisoy, it may be the next normal. Just be open to possibilities, and yun nga, it is all in our hands to follow, to sacrifice, and to cooperate both in our needs company, authorities, and the government as well.
Thank you, Cubs Alex and Cubs Jerry, and thank you very much dun sa mga viewers at sa mga nag-comment. So again, we would like to invite you next Monday for another episode of HR Stewards. So thank you very much. God bless you all.
Good evening also. Good night.
Okay.